Hi there, it's Justin Lubino with Senior Advisors. It's Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. This video is to provide a brief overview of the online prescription form that we've updated for 2020 annual enrollment. We had to make some changes to the form and add some additional information due to the changes that the government made for the Medicare Plan Finder tool. We have a few other videos out there that explain those changes that the government made for this upcoming year. But this video is intended just to walk you through our tool that we use for you to enter your drug information if you would like us to complete your Part D analysis for 2020. So I'm going to show you on our website where you can find the form. If you just go to the homepage, senior-advisors.com or www.senior-advisors.com, and you go under Products, Medicare Part D Prescription, and then Free RX Analysis. And if you click that link, it'll take you to the form, and just scroll down a little bit. There's a little bit of information here on the online form before you actually fill out the form that provides a little bit of background, a little bit about timing. So we need to make sure all forms are received before November 15th for annual enrollment. So do not submit a form after this date. We can't guarantee we'll have time to look at it by the end of the year, December 7th deadline. Do not include any vitamins, supplements, or over-the-counter medicines. These are not covered by Part D of Medicare. Do not include durable medical equipment, CPAP machines, diabetic supplies. These are covered under Part B of Medicare. There is an exception if you have Omnipods. You can put those on the form since those pods are covered by Part D plans, not Part B as in boy. If you're not taking any medications, we'd still like for you to complete the form so we can recommend the best drug plan for you. Just select no for the question, do you currently take any medications? If your drug list has not changed from the prior year, we still need you to complete the form to make sure we have all the correct information. So we don't have to re-enter if there is a minor change or something that was wrong. We want to make sure you fill out the form with the correct information. And if you're taking prescribed medications that are not in a pill form, when you get to the times per day for the medication, just enter the amount per month or however frequently you fill it. For example, 5 pens per month, 1 bottle per month, 1 inhaler per month. You can just put that in the times per day field in the form. All right, so that's just some general information about the form. None of that has actually changed from last year. Now the form itself, and we'll go through and actually fill one out here, and really the changes are going to be at the bottom of the form. But for annual enrollment, we're going to select plan year for 2020. We'll put in my information. So I'm going to enter in my name, my phone number, my email address. I'm going to use a Gmail so we can see the email confirmation come in. I'll show you that after we submit the form. Select the current Part D plan. If you don't have one, I don't have one, or I don't remember. But if you do remember, this will help us with the comparison. I'm going to say I have Aetna RX Select. I'm an existing client. Select your agent. So from the drop down here, we can select who our agent is. I'll select Douglas. First choice for the pharmacy, CVS. Second choice, Walgreens. You can pick whatever you want for the first and second choice. Mail order drugs. This is just whether or not you want to see pricing. So generally we recommend just including the pricing in the report we send. So at least you can see the comparison. Doesn't mean you're required to use mail order, but it's just allows us to at least see what the difference is in pricing if you do choose mail order. Do you currently take medication? So I mentioned earlier, even if you're not taking any medications, we still recommend you complete the form. In this case, you would just hit no and skip the RX info below. But for the example, we're going to say yes, and then we're going to complete the RX information. And we're just going to enter in a few medications. Atorvastatin, which is a generic cholesterol medication. We'll say 10 milligrams once per day. Yes, willing to take generic. We'll say metformin, which is a generic diabetes medication, 500 milligrams, 2 times per day. Yes, we're willing to take generics. And you'll continue through the form and just continue to fill out the information for the medications that you're taking. So metoprolol, which is a blood pressure medication. I don't know the dosages. We'll say 25 milligrams once per day. Yes, it's generic. And you can fill out up to 10 medications here. So if you're taking more, I'll explain that in a second, but the fields just repeat up to 10 times. If you have additional drugs, you enter that in the additional drug info. So this field is expandable, so you can enter in all the additional information if you have more than 10 medications. And after that is where things start to change. So this is new for this year. This authorization to create MyMedicare.gov account. So this year, there were some significant changes to the tool we use, the Medicare Plan Finder tool, and the old tool is actually no longer available. So we can no longer do an anonymous search and save the drug list information for creating reports and future updates. So this is basically you authorizing us to create your MyMedicare.gov account or use your MyMedicare.gov account if you already have one, which we'll ask for below here, username and password. This is required. If you would like us to complete your Part D review for 2020, we do need this information to do so. So this is the change based upon the new tool that the government launched this year. All right, so we would put in the full name that's on the Medicare card, which could be different. You put the name above. I get it's redundant, but we want to make sure we have the right name from the Medicare card here. Your Medicare number. So this is that number that's on your right on your Medicare card. I don't have an actual Medicare number, but I'm just entering in some letters and numbers. It's 11 digits. Part A effective date. So for these three fields, Part A, B, and date of birth, they're all dates. Please make sure you enter these with the correct format. Month, /day, /year, year. So, for example, we'll say 10/1 of 2018 for Part A and B effective dates. You'll get this information right on your Medicare card. So you want to put in the right information, date of birth. This individual, to say 10/15/1953. And if you don't fill out in the correct format, these fields will not pass through correctly. So please enter those with month/day/year. So street address, we'll use our 15 Alden Street, Suite 9, Cranford, New Jersey, 07016. Okay, so username and password. If you already created a username on MyMedicare.gov, we're going to need that because we can't create another account. We need to use the current account to do this drug analysis for 2020. So we'll just say test username, test password. So that's if you have a username and password, you would put that there. All right? And then there's a submit button here. We're going to click the submit button, and we should get a confirmation page that says, thank you for submitting your RX. Your request has been successfully submitted. You should receive an email confirmation in the next few minutes with more information. All right, so I'm going to go check the email here. And let's see, here it is. All right, so here is the Gmail that just came in. Came in at 1:58, so we just submitted this now, 0 minutes ago. Thank you for submitting your RX information. Next year's Part D plans will not be released until the beginning of October. We will be in touch by October 31st with further information. So this is another change. We pushed out some of the expected turnaround times because we're using a brand new tool. We're expecting that there's going to be some potential issues in that tool. And if you submit by October 8th, we will get back to you by October 31st with an update on a recommendation or any additional information that's needed. We also list out here all the information that was entered on the form, so you can see and make sure everything that was entered correctly, the drug information, the dosage, the frequency, any additional drug info. Yes, I authorize senior advisors to create or use my Medicare.gov account, full name on Medicare card, Medicare number, A and B effective date, date of birth, and then if you have that username and password on MyMedicare.gov, it will be listed there as well. So it's basically everything that was entered on that form. You have a copy of that and an expected response time frame. So that is the RX form for 2020 annual enrollment. So it is available now. You can start to enter your information in. And like I said, we will be in touch by the end of October. We're hoping it's sooner than that. It definitely won't be before the beginning of October because that's when the plans come out. And we're hoping this new tool works well, and we can provide the right recommendations and reports that we have in the past for the upcoming 2020 annual enrollment. If you have any questions, you can reach us at the number listed below, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks.